You said that you're stuck on the timing phase. Tell me what problems are you facing?
Yeah, Manan. So actually, after I worked on the accuracy part, I started working on the timing part, and then in time part, I was like trying to reduce my time. I'm facing issues with RCM and CR.
In the untimed manner itself, it's fluctuating. No? In timed manner, it will fluctuate even more because you're adding pressure into the equation. Getting a point? Like in untimed manner, there is no pressure, and if it's fluctuating there itself, that means obviously it's more about concentration and focus than anything else. You wouldn't go wrong on RC and CR for other reasons than concentration and comprehension. Like those are the only two things that you're trying to work on when it comes to untimed practice. And the reason ask you to spend time on that is because you need to develop the muscle to be able to concentrate at peak concentration levels for at least 1.5 hours. Because if you're not able to develop that muscle, then when you start working on timing, the pressure and all will make things even difficult for you. So one is that I think just see exactly what is the reason that your accuracy is fluctuating even in untimed manner, and that needs to be addressed first before you start working on timing. And second, you kind of already know why your accuracy dropped, right? Because you are trying to bite more than you can chew, right? So if you shave off like a minute per question, it would throw anybody it would throw anybody off their game. They will essentially end up not being able to concentrate because they're constantly worried about time there. You don't have to practice a lot because you've already done quite a bit. Just like making sure for the next 2 or 3 days, you give yourself the time to make sure your accuracy doesn't fluctuate. Make sure that you're studying at a time when you're most productive. Sometimes people study when they come back from the office and they're so tired that even if they're very good otherwise with comprehension and all, they're not able to sustain that level of concentration after the office because they're so tired. So study at a time when you know you can maintain your concentration. For most people, it tends to be before office hours. For some people, it tends to be after they've taken a nap. Don't rush here because see, this phase is exactly the one that's the most critical part. See. And the moment we get even slightly impatient in this phase, no, then all the effort, all the energy, all the time, resources that you've invested in this, it will be of no use. So just be a bit more patient. It's about like the next 20, 25 years of your life. It's not just this one exam that you have to do in let's say next 10, 15 days. Think about long-term perspective. Focus on doing the work the right way. Even if it takes a little longer, at the end of the day, if you get a great score, it will be worth it, right? Don't get impatient in this phase because it might have been a while since you've been studying and you might want to get this out of the way. But the quicker you try to do it in this phase, the longer it will take. And you've seen what has happened already. Like you actually had a decent accuracy. Then you abruptly shaved off 1 minute. And now it's even difficult to get back to the same level that you were at earlier. That's the kind of hit it takes on your morale and confidence. Understand why do I ask you to do untimed practice, Bharti? It's basically to help you improve your understanding. Why am I saying take as much time as you want to take on the passage? What do you think is the intent? Intent is that you need to make sure no matter what it is, that you have to be able to understand the language section of the passage very well. That's what I'm saying, right? Take 20 minutes on a passage, take 30 minutes on a passage, take 40 minutes on a passage. Even if you have to read something 2 times over, read it 2 times over. But if you are checking the solution without driving yourself to that point where you have completely exhausted yourself, the muscle will not develop. I mean, I give this analogy quite a lot when it comes to gym, right? If somebody is trying to build muscle, one of the key factors that helps somebody build muscle is how much can they train themselves to the point of failure. So you need to decide for yourself, like, are you pushing yourself enough when you're solving passages, or are you just checking the solution at every point of trouble? And as I said, no number of questions will help you to improve if in case you're not pushing yourself enough, especially when it comes to comprehension and reading. Where I kind of explained where winners get separated from losers.
Yeah. Yes.
Right? So where I said that application phase is the most crucial phase, timing phase is not as important. Application phase is the most crucial phase because that's where the winners get separated from losers. And I've tried to give you a lot of perspective in terms of why is that the most important phase. I would recommend that before you actually practice anything further, just give that portion of the recording a quick listen, right? Give that a quick listen to see exactly why do I suggest what I suggest. So it's very fresh in your mind. Next time when you sit down to practice, it will come to you naturally, and hopefully you'll be able to with a much greater intent. Okay, so David, can you send me a progress update in exactly a week from now? Like maybe by next Sunday, like how much have you improved? What kind of problems are you still facing in the next 1 week?